हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो आज हम देखेंगे एनवायरनमेंट और साइंस एंड टेक का टेस्ट सीरीज़, तो जिसमें आज हम देखने वाले हैं सेट 1। तो शुरू करते हैं हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़, और आप भी मेरे साथ अटेंड कीजिए, और अगर आपका आंसर आता है तो मुझे कमेंट्स में बताइए। सो हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग क्वालिफाइज टू बी एन इकोसिस्टम? सी टेम्परेट फॉरेस्ट, कोरल रीफ्स, डेजर्ट। चूज द करेक्ट कोड। तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी, ऑल ऑफ द अबव। सी टेम्परेट फॉरेस्ट, कोरल रीफ्स एंड डेजर्ट। Which of the following are the components of an ecosystem? Productivity, energy flow, nutrient cycling, decomposition. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है डी, ऑल ऑफ द अबव। प्रोडक्टिविटी, एनर्जी फ्लो, न्यूट्रिएंट साइक्लिंग और डिकम्पोजिशन। Which of the following best describes the gross primary productivity? It is the difference of energy produced during photosynthesis and consumed during respiration. It is the rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis. It is the rate of formation of new organic matter by consumers. None of the above. तो इसका आंसर है बी, it is the rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis. Decomposers break down complex organic matter into inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water, and nutrients. Which of the following are the steps involved in this decomposition process? Fragmentation, catabolism, bleaching, humidification. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है डी, all of the above. Fragmentation, catabolism, bleaching, and humidification. Consider the following statements regarding the process of decomposition. It is largely an oxygen recurring process. The rate of decomposition is controlled by climatic factors alone. Warm and moist environment inhibits decomposition process. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 1 only. It is largely an oxygen recurring process. Consider the following statements. The flow of energy in an ecosystem is always unidirectional. The primary consumers in an ecosystem are necessarily herbivores. Interdependency among different biotic components is the main factor responsible for prevalence of numerous food chains. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है डी, all of the above. The flow of energy in an ecosystem is always unidirectional. The primary consumer in an ecosystem are necessarily herbivores, and interdependency among different biotic components is the main factor responsible for prevalence of numerous food chains. Consider the given statements about food chain in an ecosystem. The detritus food chain is made up of decomposers, which are autotrophic organisms. In a terrestrial ecosystem, larger fraction of energy flows through the detritus food chain than through the grazing food chain. Choose the correct code. This answer is B, 2 only. In a terrestrial ecosystem, larger fraction of energy flows through the detritus food chain than through the grazing food chain. Consider the following statements about trophic levels in an ecosystem. An organism's position in a particular trophic level depends upon its source of food. The amount of energy increases as one moves to the successive trophic levels. The number of trophic levels in grazing food chain is restricted as the transfer of energy follows 10% law. Choose the correct code. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 1 and 3 only. An organism's position in a particular trophic level depends upon a source of food, and the number of trophic levels in the grazing food chain is restricted as the transfer of energy follows 10% law. Which of the following ecological pyramids are always upright? Pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy, none of the above. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, pyramid of energy. Which of the following are the limitations of ecological pyramids? It does not take into account the same species belonging to two or more tropic levels. It does not accommodate a food wave and assumes a simple food chain which practically does not exist. Saprophytes are not given any place in ecological pyramids. Choose the correct code. Is answer option D, all of the above. It does not take into account the same species belonging to two or more tropic level. It does not accommodate a food web and assumes a simple food chain which practically does not exist. And saprophytes are not given any place in ecological pyramids. The entire sequence of communities that successively change in a given area are called climax community, CD, ecological succession, ecological equivalence. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी सीरी. Which of the following is not an example of area where primary succession takes place? Bare rock, newly cooled lava, newly created pond, lands that have been flooded. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, lands that have been flooded. Consider the following statements about succession of plants. Hydric succession takes place in dry areas and the successional series progresses from hydric to the mesic condition. Jera succession takes place in wet areas and the series progresses from jeric to mesic conditions. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, none of the above. Which of the following missiles are not developed under integrated guided missile development program? पृथ्वी, अग्नि, अस्त्र, नाग. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, अस्त्र. Consider the following statements. It is a medium-range ramjet supersonic cruise missile that can be launched from submarine, ships, aircraft, or land. It is the world's fastest anti-ship cruise missile in operation. It is also the fastest cruise missile in the world. Which of the following is being referred to here? BrahMos missile, पृथ्वी एयर डिफेंस, अग्नि 4, निर्भय. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, ब्रह्मोस मिसाइल. India recently completed the successful development of beyond visual range air-to-air missile. Which among the following is that missile? आकाश, अस्त्र, धनुष, प्रहार. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, अस्त्र. Consider the following statements. It has the same orbital period as the rotation of the Earth on its own axis. It does not have any inclination with the Earth's equator. Ground antenna need not track the movement of satellite as it hovers at a fixed position in the sky. Which of the following satellites is being referred to here? Geosynchronous satellite, geostationary satellite, polar sun synchronous satellite, heliocentric satellite. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, जियोस्टेशनरी सैटेलाइट. Messenger satellite launched by NASA is related to which of the following planets? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, मर्क्यूरी. Recently, construction of units 3 and 4 of Kudankulam nuclear power plants has commenced. India is collaborating with which of the following nations to build this reactor? Russia, France, UK, Australia. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, रसिया. Consider the following statements about cryogenic engine. It has both fuel and oxidizer stored in liquid form. India is the fourth country in the world to have mastered this technology. Choose the correct code. This answer is option A, one only. It has both fuel and oxidizer stored in liquid form. Consider the following statements regarding James Webb Space Telescope scheduled to be launched in 2021. It is developed in collaboration between NASA, CSA, and Roscosmos. It will be placed around Lagrange point 1 in space. Choose the correct code. This answer is D, none of the above. Which one of the following diseases is not caused by virus? Measles, chickenpox, typhoid, polio. This answer is C, typhoid. Consider the following statements about the property of metals. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called ductility. The property of metal by which it can be drawn into wires is called malleability. Choose the correct code. Is considered option D, none of the above. When a material makes the transition from the normal to superconducting states, it actively excludes magnetic field from its interior. What is this phenomenon called? Meissner effect, piezoelectric effect, Faraday effect, Little Parks effect. This answer option A, Meissner effect. Which of the following states is not located in the Indian Ocean? Lombok Strait, Sunda Strait, Mumbai and Wetter Straits, Strait of Hormuz. This answer is option D, Strait of Hormuz. Consider the following statements. Phagocytosis is process by which certain living cells called phagocyte ingest or engulf other cells or particles. The phagocyte may be a free-living one-celled organism such as an amoeba or one of the body cells such as the white blood cells. Which of the above statements are correct? This answer is C, both 1 and 2. Which of the following statements are correct about the niche of the species? A niche is a unique functional role or place of species in an ecosystem. It is a description of all the biological, physical, and chemical factors that species needs to survive, reproduce, and stay healthy. Two or more species can have exact identical niche. Select the code from below. This consider option A, 1 and 2. Consider the following statements. Lotic water systems are freshwater ecosystem with stagnant waters like pools, ponds, lakes, etc. Lentic water bodies are freshwater ecosystems with moving water like streams, rivers, waterfalls, etc. Which of the above statements are incorrect? Please consider option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements. Predators are the species that hunt their food. They usually lie at the top of the food chain. There are no predators in estuarine ecosystem. Which of the above statements are correct? Please consider option A, 1 and 2. Predators are the species that hunt their food and they usually lie at the top of the food chain. India is conducting bilateral military exercise Harimau Shakti with the army of Sri Lanka, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia. This consider option D, Malaysia. Which of the following statements regarding an ecosystem are correct? Organic molecules like fats, carbohydrates, lipids, etc. break down into inorganic molecules by the process of decomposition. The number of species necessarily decreases from lower trophic level to higher trophic level in all ecosystems. Select the correct code from the following. This consider A, 1 only. Consider the following statements. An ecotone is a zone of junction between two or more ecosystems. Sometimes the number of species and their density increases in a transition zone between two ecosystems. This is called the edge effect. Select the correct code from the following. Please consider option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements. Biosphere is divided into large and distinct terrestrial ecosystems called biomes. The condition of temperature and precipitation determines the boundary of a biome. No two biomes are alike. Oceans are not included in the classification of biomes. Which of the above statements are incorrect? Please consider D. None of the above. In order for biomagnifications to occur, the pollutant must be long-lived, soluble in water, soluble in fat, mobile. Select the correct code from the following. Please consider option D, 1, 3 and 4. Long-lived, soluble in fat and mobile. Which of the following biointeractions are correctly matched? Commensalism, both species benefit. Competition, both species are harmed by the interaction. Mutualism, one species benefits and other is unaffected. Predation, one species benefits, the other is harmed. Select the correct code from the following. Please consider option B, 2 and 4. Competition, both species are harmed by the interaction. And predation, one species benefits, the other is harmed. Also, the following statements about sulfur cycle is incorrect. Sulfur reservoir is in the air in the form of H2S and SOx, and it is seldom found in soil and rocks. Sulfur enters the atmosphere through several sources like burning of fossil fuels, volcanic eruption, ocean surface, and decomposition of organic material. Atmospheric sulfur gets dissolved in rainwater to form weak sulfuric acid. Sulfur is locked in both organic and inorganic deposits in soil. This answer है option A. Sulfur ये incorrect statement है. Sulfur reservoir is in the air in the form of H2S and SOx, and it is seldom found in soil and rocks. Which of the following statements correctly explains the term winter kill? During winter in tundra region, many animals die because of lack of prey. During winter, snow cover of ice on a water body can effectively cut up light, hence photosynthesis stops but respiration continues. This depletes dissolved oxygen and fishes die. People living in subpolar and polar region, especially Eskimos, have to hunt for their survival. During winters, they make a hole in the surface ice on the lake for fishing. Once fishing is done, the surface water in the hole automatically gets frozen due to low temperature. Due to severe drop in temperature, people, generally mountainous, get severe cold white, which can even lead to death. तो इसका आंसर है B. During winter, snow cover of ice on a water body can effectively cut up light, hence photosynthesis stops and respiration continues. This depletes the dissolved oxygen and fishes die. Consider the following statements. Population is a term used to refer to total number of organisms in a given area. If the growth rate of population decreases during a period, the population of species necessarily decreases. Which of the above statements are correct? Please consider D, neither 1 nor 2. Consider the following statements. In an ecosystem, the biotic and abiotic components are linked together through nutrient cycles and energy cycles. The number of species always decreases from lower trophic level to higher trophic level. Which of the above statements are correct? Please consider Option A, one only. In an ecosystem, the biotic and abiotic components are linked together through nutrient cycles and energy cycles. Which of the following statements regarding INS Arihant are correct? It is India's first indigenously built submarine. It was jointly developed by the Indian Navy, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and Defense Research and Development Organization. Select the code from following. This can answer B, 2 only. It was jointly developed by the Indian Navy, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and Defense Research and Development Organization. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Scorpion class submarine? It is designed to operate in all theaters including tropics. The hull form, fin and hydroplanes are specifically designed to produce minimum underwater resistance. The attacks can be carried out with torpedoes both while submerged or on the surface. Scorpion submarines can undertake various missions such as anti-surface warfare, anti-submarine warfare, intelligence gathering, mine link, and area surveillance. Select the code from following. Is considered D, all of the above, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Rudra, an indigenously developed helicopter, made its maiden appearance in the Republic Day parade this year. Which of the following statements are correct regarding रुद्र? तो ये करंट अफेयर्स का क्वेश्चन है, तो इसमें जो भी करंट अफेयर्स का क्वेश्चन दिया है वो 2018 के हिसाब से है, तो उसी हिसाब से हम आंसर भी देखेंगे. It is a 2-engine helicopter and can fly even in case of one engine failure. It is fitted with self-protection suit consisting of radar or laser missile warning systems for countermeasures dispensing system. It is an armed helicopter and can also be used in specific missions like surgical strikes on enemy territories. Select the code from following. This answer is option D, all of the above, 1, 2, and 3. Which of the following is India's first intercontinental ballistic missile? BrahMos, Agni 5, Trishul, Prithvi. This answer is B, Agni 5. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Border Security Force of India? BSF is a paramilitary force responsible for guarding India's land border during peacetime and preventing transnational crime. It functions under the administrative control of Ministry of Defense. BSF is the only central armed police force to have its own air wing, marine wing, and artillery regiments. Select the codes from following. This answer is option C, 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Which of the following rescue and relief operation has been launched by Indian Army in flood hit areas of Kerala? Operation Madad, Operation Sahyog, Operation Help, Operation Suraksha. This answer is option B, Operation Sahyog. China recently successfully tested Jingkong 2. It is a Wave Rider flight vehicle. What is a Wave Rider flight vehicle? It is a flight vehicle that flies in the atmosphere and uses shock waves generated by its own hypersonic flight. It is a flight vehicle which flies against the upper atmospheric winds. It is a flight vehicle which can fly in outer space using solar winds. None of the above. This answer is option A. It is a flight vehicle that flies in the atmosphere and uses shock waves generated by its own hypersonic flight. Which of the following countries have launched Gaofen 11 high-resolution optical observatory satellite? जापान, नॉर्थ कोरिया, रसिया, चाइना। तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, चाइना। ISRO recently successfully conducted ground test of high thrust version of Pica's engine. Which of the following statements regarding Pica's engine are correct? It is a solid fuel cryogenic rocket engine. It can be used only for the production of GSLV Mk3 launch vehicle. For the propulsion of GSLV Mk3 launch vehicle, select the code from following. तो इसका आंसर है डी, neither one nor two. Remove debris is an European Union framework 7 FP7 research project to develop and fly a low-cost in-orbit demonstrator mission that aims to de-risk and verify technologies needed for future ADR active debris removal missions. Which of the following processes is it using to identify and remove debris? A debris capture system based on a net, a debris capture system based on a harpoon, visual-based navigations using optical, infrared, and LiDAR cameras, deployable drag augmentation devices, cells. Select the code from following. This answer is option D, all of the above. 1, 2, 3, and 4. NASA has recently launched InSight mission on Mars to study deep interior of Mars, atmosphere of Mars, presence of water on Mars, presence of organic molecules on Mars. This answer is option A, deep interior of Mars. Consider the following statements about Giant Meter Wave Radio Telescope. It is a global project with 11 member countries including India. It is a large multi-radio telescope project aimed to be built in Australia and South Africa. Select the correct statements. This answer is option D, neither one nor two. Consider the following statement about SWAYAM. It is a type of massive open online course platform offered by the Ministry of Human Resource Development. It offers degrees and diplomas from central universities, IITs, IIMs, ISERs, etc. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है A, one only. Consider the following statement about Rashtriya Rail Sanrakshan Course. It provides insurance cover for a maximum of Rs 10 lakh in case of a person's death during a train journey. It is an assured annual outlay of Rs 20,000 crore with Rs 15,000 crore as contribution from gross budgetary support and Rs 5,000 crore from internal resources of the railways. Select the correct statements. This answer is option B, two only. Global Innovation Index is published by World Economic Forum, World Bank, World Intellectual Property Organization, IMF. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, World Intellectual Property Organization. Consider the following statements about silicosis. It is an occupational lung disease and a restrictive lung disease. Patients with silicosis are particularly susceptible to tuberculosis infection. Select the correct statements. This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statement with respect to RBI survey of inward remittances for 2016 to 17. United Arab Emirates is the top source of inward remittances to India. Maharashtra receives the highest remittance among all the states. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है A, one only. Which of the following operations were launched by Indian Navy to rescue and provide relief? Operation in flood hit Kerala. Operation Rahat, Operation Madad, Operation Sahyog, all of the above. तो इसका आंसर है बी ऑपरेशन मदद. Consider the following statements about Parivesh. It is a single window hub for online submission and monitoring of proposals submitted to the Environment Ministry to seek various types of clearances. It is a workflow-based application based on the concept of wave architecture. Select the correct statement. This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements about Poshan Abhiyan. It is a flagship program of the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Its goal is to achieve improvement in nutritional status of pregnant women and lactating mothers only. Select the correct statement. तो इसका आंसर है A, 1 only. Consider the following statements with respect to Indian bullfrog. It is included in Schedule 4 of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It is only found along the Indian coast. It is an invasive species in the Andamans. Select the correct statements. This answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. It is included in Schedule 4 of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972 and it is an invasive species in the Andamans. Consider the following statements with respect to software as a service. It is a way of delivering application over the internet as a service. It is a cloud-based service. Select the correct statements. This answer is C, both 1 and 2. It is a way of delivering application over the internet as a service. It is a cloud-based service. Which of the following statements about cryptocurrency is or are correct? It is a digital or virtual currency that uses cryptography for security. It is not a legal tender in India. Both A and B, neither A nor B. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, both A and B. It is a digital or virtual currency that uses cryptography for security and it is not a legal tender in India. Consider the following statements about National Tiger Conservation Authority. Wildlife Protection Amendment Act 2006 provides for creating the National Tiger Conservation Authority. It is a statutory body under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Project Tiger is administered by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. Select the correct statements. This answer is D, 1, 2 and 3. Devaluation of currency may lead to which of the following? Imports become cheaper, inflow of foreign exchange, exports become expensive. Select the correct code. This answer है B, 2 only, inflow of foreign exchange. Consider the following statements about Bombay Prevention of Begging Act 1959. It gives the police the power to arrest individuals without a warrant. It authorizes the detention of people dependent upon the beggar and the separation of children over the age of 5. It was extended to Delhi due to absence of central act on beggary. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, all of the above. Probiotics are killed microorganisms that provide health benefits, bacterial toxins that provide health benefits, live microorganisms that could be harmful, live microorganisms that provide health benefits. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, लाइव माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स दैट प्रोवाइड हेल्थ बेनिफिट्स. Pune topped the Ease of Living Index in India. It was released by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, United Nations Human Settlements Program, World Economic Forum, United Nations Economic and Social Council. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन अफेयर्स. Consider the following statements about Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act 2013. It is compulsory for any organization with 10 or more employees to set up an internal complaints committee for addressing complaints of sexual harassment. It covers all women across formal and informal employment, including clients, customers, domestic workers, contractual employees, volunteers, probationers, trainees, and interns. Select the correct statement. तो इसका आंसर है C, both 1 and 2. Which of the following are possible applications of arsenic trioxide? Colorless glass production, cancer medication, wood preservative. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है D, all of the above. Colorless glass production, cancer medication, and wood preservative. South Pars was in news recently. Where is it located? South China Sea, Yellow Sea, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Guiana. तो इसका आंसर है C, Persian Gulf. The US dollar index consists of a geometric weighted average of a basket of foreign currencies against the dollar. The US dollar index consists of which of the following foreign currencies? Euro, Canadian dollar, krona, franc. Select the correct code. This answer is D, all of the above. Euro, Canadian dollar, krona, and franc. Consider the following statements. The last war of resistance of Anglo-Manipur War of 1891 was fought at Khongjom. April 23 is celebrated as the Khongjom Day, marking the occasion of the Battle of Khongjom. Select the correct statement. This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements about fentanyl. It is used in treatment of malaria and dengue. Fentanyl patches are on the WHO list of essential medicines. It can also be used as a painkiller. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है B, 2 and 3 only. Fentanyl patches are on the WHO list of essential medicines and it can also be used as a painkiller. Pitch to Move is a mobility pitch competition launched by Niti Aayog, Bloom Ventures, महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट, सॉफ्ट बैंक. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, नीति आयोग. नवनिर्माण इज कंसर्न्ड विथ एविएशन, रेलवेज, MSME, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, एविएशन. तो इसी के साथ हमारा ये टेस्ट सीरीज़ कंप्लीट होता है. और अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन आइकन पर क्लिक कर दीजिए ताकि आपको सारे वीडियो के अपडेट्स मिल सके. और अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर दीजिए, साथ ही अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिए ताकि उन्हें भी हेल्प हो सके. तो हमारा ये वीडियो यहीं तक था. थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.